There we go. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome to the Sunday Live. Sorry I'm late, but I was playing with my boy Max. Quite honestly, I should still be playing with him, but that's okay. We're here now, trying to stay consistent as much as we can with our Sunday Live. Hope all is well. Hope everybody's feeling okay. What a freaking week it was for me. I had the flu the entire week. Would love to hear anybody's comments if they've had the flu. First time in my 41 years of life that I've ever had the flu, and it fucking sucked. Having the flu is like the worst thing ever. Good morning, Rich. Welcome to the Sunday Live. As we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook every Sunday at approximately 10 a.m. We go live and we talk about pretty much everything. Honestly, leave comments, leave questions if you have any questions at all. I think the beauty about this live that I'm doing it, I had it since Saturday, just getting back today. I had it since Monday, and I'm just getting back yesterday. And it is freaking brutal, man. But what I like about this live, guys, is that it's very raw, it's very authentic, and then pretty much it's a tell-all for me of everything that's going on in my life, right? Of all the different opportunities that I've got going on and the different things that I'm thinking of and the different ideas that we've got going on because quite frankly, I'm expanding. I'm in very much of an expansion mode where I'm doing a lot more than just, I would say, public adjusting. Okay. But if you've got questions about public adjusting, if you've got questions about claims, I encourage you to leave a comment and ask away. What I normally like to do on this live is really just go through the previous week and just sort of my thoughts and things that have been going on in regards to the two businesses that I currently run and the potential for more businesses that I'm going to be running and what we've got going on. Now, I didn't really do much this week because I had freaking the flu, but that's okay. We still definitely got some work done. And I was actually able to do the I was actually able to do the training for the mastermind. I normally teach on Mondays and Jeremy teaches on Wednesdays. I had to cancel Monday just because I was out of it. But we were scheduled for Friday. And what we did was AI. This is an entire model basically breaking down artificial intelligence, the different ways that you can use it, and the different opportunities that you have, and some of the different things that you can do to sort of have it benefit you, your business, and your life. Um, Basically, what we did here is we talked about past and future. So things that happened in the past that are similar to sort of what's happening now. So like one of those things is manufacturing. Obviously, when manufacturing came about and people started, say, making clothes, making cars, and using machines to do all of these things, what happened with the people who were doing it by hand? They lost their job. Everybody's so concerned about AI taking their job. Well, the fact is that's going to happen. It's already happening. One thing that I'm stressing to a lot of my employees and just people that work around is in 18 months, you don't have a job. So either you get on the train now or you will lose your job. Get on the train now, learn about it, everything that you can, so that you can keep yourself up to date as to what's going on. You know what I did the other night? I created an app. Did you know that if you go to Replit, replit.com, Replit, you could create an app in a matter of minutes? That's right. Do you remember when apps started happening and it was just like so expensive to do and we had all these ideas because you download all these apps, all of a sudden people had all these ideas for apps until they found out how difficult it is to make an app and you had to make an app for iPhone, and then you also had to make an app for Galaxy and it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. You go on replit.com in the free version and you could literally create an app for free. So like why not? So that's pretty cool. The other thing that we have in here is the internet. I think we are at the dawn of something uh, like that impactful, like the invention of the assembly line and the invention of the internet. This is where we're at with AI. And all week I've been basically just diving into all the different facets and all the different things of AI, and it's very exciting. And especially with insurance claims, you know. I'm looking at something called Sintra right now as well. Sintra is basically you could have a bunch of admins. You could have an AI for your marketing department. You could have an AI for your admin department. You got AI for email marketing. You have AI for whatever, calendar management. I'm actually meeting with an AI expert next week. I have a 30-minute onboarding, not an onboarding call, but a 30-minute just yeah, discovery call on what she can do to help basically really AI proof my business. Not AI proof, I don't think that's the word that I'm looking for, but to make it AI friendly. Like I've got someone that handles my email, an admin handles my email and my calendar. That's great, but I could probably have AI do that. AI can look through all of your emails and can basically learn how you typically respond to particular kinds of emails and then draft a response for you that you can go ahead and read through and confirm whether that's something good to send out or not. That's where we're headed to. But you guys all have to be on board because I've got people on my team that still aren't on board. So what we do is we got the 5 levels of basically you growing up and getting better with AI. Well, one of those things is making it a habit. Level 1 is making it a habit and making sure that your team does it. I'm a strong believer that at this point, 2025, where we've all had ChatGPT now for at least 6 months or so, that if you're not on board with AI, well, there's not really much time for you. There's not much time for me, for you to work at my company because you're doing a disservice for the company. Because the competition is using AI. Everyone else is using AI. The insurance company is using AI. So you need to start using AI. I mean, that's just the way it is. So either get on board or don't. And if you don't, you're going to get left behind. I was looking at I don't know if you guys know John Dye. He's on Facebook and he's got this thing it looks like where you could basically with AI create yourself an estimate. You upload the scope and the measurements and the photos and the roof report or whatever it is, and it spits out an estimate for you. Well, guess what? I have an estimator on our team. Great guy. He's literally one of my best friends since 6th grade. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not about that AI. Well, I hate to tell you, I actually might have just found an AI that will do the estimates for us. Now what? And where people get upset, they get scared and they take their job. But if you are not of an abundance mindset, you are of a limited mindset. You are of a not the word. It's not limited mindset, but I mean that could be used as well. But it's the opposite of abundance, where you are just of a scarcity mindset, and you think that all these bad things are going to happen. Careful, AI will also do your job, claims and mine appraisals. I think it's fucking amazing, Jimmy. We all have to get on board. Because at the end of the day, if it takes your job of doing something simple, it will allow you now to do something bigger and better and use your creativity and do things that you could actually probably prefer doing as opposed to following up with an insurance claim where now it can do that for you. You can go and do something better, spend more time negotiating, spend more time marketing, spend more time doing something just more creative and that you enjoy more. So for those people who are in admin roles, okay, I understand. You want your 9 to 5 check. You want to clock in. You want to clock out. You want to get paid your money to do your job and then move on with your life. But if that's how you're going to live your life, well, we're coming to an age right now, okay, where all those things can be done for us. You need to do your best to try to change your mindset into more of an abundance mindset. Think outside the box. What are some of the things that you've always wanted to do? What are some of the things that you've always wanted to explore? Okay. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be an exploration that we're going to have as humans because all those mundane tasks that we do that we don't particularly enjoy doing anyway are going to be taken by AI to allow us to do bigger and better things. Now, if you want to be pessimistic and say, well, it'll just keep going until we have nothing else to do, then that's fine. You can go ahead and be pessimistic if you want. I choose not to be. I choose not to be. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm very, very excited. One of the books that I'm reading now, I'll leave in the comment here. It's called The Singularity is Near. The Singularity is Near is by Ray Kurzweil. And basically he talks about artificial intelligence and the singularity. What is the singularity? The singularity is when machines, humans, become basically the exact same level of intelligence. right? So we've been here, machines have been here, we control the machines until it gets to here where now they're ego level of intelligence. And obviously what keeps happening, it goes this way. But I think what people don't understand, what they misunderstand is that through machine learning, through AI, through everything else that we have around us, we actually as humans become expanded and we become more intelligent because now our capacity, because of the assistance of AI, because of the assistance of Google and the internet. Guys, come on, man. Like, how can you guys be so blind where how long ago was it when you would just Google it, right? That's what you do. Like, if you don't know the answer to something, what do? You Google it, and now you have the answer to something where years before you didn't have the answer to, or you couldn't find it, or you had to just search through an encyclopedia to find the encyclopedia is just another thing. Just, just the printing press, guys. When you had books, before there were books, we had a very limited mindset because we didn't have the opportunity to actually find and open a book and learn something new. That's all this is on a whole other level. So basically, through technology, through the building of the printing press so that we could have books, so that we could actually read, to the birth of the internet, to now the birth of AI, it's only basically expanded us as humans because we have more access to more information. Come on, guys. It's like the most amazing thing. I'm so excited about it because now, instead of me having to sit down and try to come up with a standard operating procedure or a system or a checklist or a process of something that needs to be done in my company, I could literally ask AI to do it and it's done in seconds. Where now my company runs that much smoother because of the access that I have to AI in order to put that together for me. I already know that I've settled claims much better just because I have AI assisting me with my emails. It's learned how I like to do my emails. I basically give it a prompt, voice to text, by the way. If you're going to prompt voice to text, I have a feeling that most of the people that do not like using ChatGPT is because they have to type something into ChatGPT to get something that they're going to have to type anyway. So they're just like, if I'm going to type it into ChatGPT, what's the point? I get it. Use voice to text. The voice to text feature on ChatGPT app is amazing. But you could also, there's a way on your computer. I forgot how I downloaded it, but I got like a little microphone that floats around with me on my computer where if I ever want to do voice to text, all I got to do is press that microphone and it goes voice to text for me. And that's how I do all of my prompts. It makes prompting much easier because you could just like spitball as it's coming into your mind, your prompt, and then you could be much more detailed and it gives you just the most amazing emails. And I know that I have successfully moved claims along, settled claims, and gotten claims just completed because of the help that I have and the assistance that I have with AI. And I use AI because yesterday I downloaded Claude. I'm curious to see. I was listening to a podcast that this guy likes Claude better than ChatGPT. He thinks ChatGPT is lazy, and he thought Claude was much better. There's Claude. There's another one that one of my guys uses. We have one of our employees out of Canada. He uses Perplexity. That's supposed to be a good one as well. They're all kind of relatively the same, but I just think it's interesting that there's all these different opportunities that you could use it as well. But the next level is your workflow and assistant. So one thing that I'm practicing now, basically trying to have your AI be your assistant. So for those of you that run a company that maybe you're on your own and you've always thought about hiring an assistant or hiring somebody that can assist you with the stuff that you don't want to do, I would strongly recommend thinking outside the box and seeing how you could use AI to do that instead. Especially if you're concerned about a 30, 40, 50, $60,000 salary, which is what an admin costs, especially here in the US. You can find something cheaper overseas, but that could be a little bit more difficult to manage. I would strongly think about paying the $200 a month for ChatGPT, where you could have the application that you get with it is called Operator. That's basically like your assistant. Then you're gonna want to connect your calendar, and you're gonna want to connect your uh, email inbox. You can do that through a software called Zapier. Okay. And if you're unsure of how to use Zapier because it's kind of like coding, go to upwork.com. On upwork.com, you can find probably a Zapier expert that could help connect everything for you. And you could also connect it to Google Sheets and different stuff. And if you could get the two softwares to talk to each other, which is basically what Zapier is. It's a middleman. It connects, let's say, ChatGPT to your Gmail or to your calendar. Basically, you could have it schedule stuff for you. Basically, you could have it review emails for you. Basically, you could say, hey, go to this email that came in just the other day. Please find it. Said something about this. Could you please respond in such a way that you could you please respond in such a way that it could, um, and then to please respond because I'm upset about this, this, and that. And then send me the draft before you actually send it out. Frank, I guess I can. Yeah. So Replit to create apps, Zapier to connect softwares. So there's the few kinds of we got the few kinds of we have Claude and Perplexity instead of Chat GPT. So I would highly recommend before you cough up $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 it's going to cost you for a salary for an admin, think about the ways that AI can do it for you. Again, guys, if you're not jumping on this bandwagon, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind. So that's workflow, making sure that your workflow and your assistant is going. Data and analysis. You got to teach your AI. Teach your AI. Okay. For those of you that are in the insurance industry, feed it policies. Feed it unique, different kinds of policies. If you find something interesting in a policy, feed it to it. Like just upload it and have your AI learn how to really determine whether there's coverage or not and exclusions and endorsements and different things like that. Denials, engineer reports, upload the information, teach your AI. There's something that I was introduced to that I have no idea about yet that I'm learning. It's called RAG, R-A-G, RAG. RAG stands for, I'm getting there, Retrieval Augmented Generation. Basically, it's a framework that combines AI and information retrieval to improve the output of a large language model. Okay. We're getting into coding and all that stuff, but I want to learn. I'm going to learn. We have 5 daily non-negotiables at our company and in our mastermind. One of those daily non-negotiables is not learning about AI, but it should be. You guys should be spending at least 30 minutes to an hour a day learning more about AI. It could be reading a book. It could be listening to a podcast. It could be just playing around with ChatGPT and seeing what it can spit out, because you will be surprised at the stuff that it can spit out. Frank, imagine AI showing you the key differences between your estimate and insurance estimate. That would be a game changer and save you tons of money. Why haven't you tried that, Frank? Open up your ChatGPT, press the plus button, upload the insurance company estimate, have it review it. Then press the plus button again, upload your estimate, have it review it. Then ask it, could you please tell me what the major differences are? It already does it, Frank, is my point. It's not that great, but it does it. It's a start. Anybody who's not paying for ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity, just like stop watching. Just stop watching. Don't even watch anymore. If you're still on the free version, I don't want you watching my show. I'm serious. If anybody is still on the free version, I hope that's not you, Frank, because I do appreciate you watching. But that's just to let you know, Frank, right now, get your fucking credit card out and pay the $20 a month for ChatGPT, for Christ's sake. Guys, come on, man. Like, I use it 20 times a day. If you are not using it at least 10 times a day, guys, you're just holding yourself back. Because like I said, by using AI, you become that much smarter. If you guys are still Google searching, I don't Google search anymore. I just go straight to ChatGPT. Why am I going to waste my time with a Google search that's going to give me all these websites when ChatGPT is going to already search the most relevant websites, the most relevant information, and give it to me just like that? I don't Google anymore. Those days are over. So let's go, guys. Get on board. I don't want you guys to be left behind because, yeah, you're going to be out of a job in 18 months. Like Emil said, careful. AI will also do your job. Do my job. I know. Can't wait so I can do bigger and better things. So we've got this thing now. So we have another meeting tomorrow. I'm very excited. CCA has become a marketing agency. I'm going to call it probably Advocate Marketing Solutions. Okay. And basically, we're going to be helping public adjusters, but any business owner looking to really step up their marketing game, and see if they can get their YouTube channel on board and do all kinds of stuff, YouTube and social media and all that stuff. Frank, are you upset? So one thing that I'm very, very excited about is that everybody on the team is young and everybody on the team is all in on AI. That's going to make our marketing company that much better. And it's because that they're all from out of sea. So we've got our marketing team consists of Canada, Bangladesh, Philippines, Serbia, and growing. And because English is not their first language, uh, they very, very, very heavily use, and they're working for an American company. They heavily use ChatGPT and AI, and it's been great. It's a game changer. So all of our you could create a blog and you could tell the AI that I want this blog to be keyword friendly and high in SEO so that it ranks high. And I mean, it's just so much that you can do, that the sky's the limit, you know? So yeah. So that's what we did. What else happened this week? I mean, if you guys have any questions, any comments about AI, I freaking love talking about AI, because there's just so much still more for me to learn. Um, but it's like the best. It's definitely the best thing. We got a live shoot coming on. What else we got going on? All right. Okay. So yeah, it's all about AI. So tomorrow we meet. I'm very excited about it. Marketing team meets. Advocate Marketing Solutions is what it's looking like. The team is working well together. We're definitely making some very, very cool content. One thing I'm doing is I'm actually going to be recreating the entire background here. And one thing that I haven't shared is I'm going to actually be changing the name of the show. So Commercial Claim Show will no will be we're going to retire that name hopefully before the end of the quarter, and it's going to be called Beyond the Claim. It's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit like this. We're going to be talking about AI. I'm going to have some very amazing guests. I'm part of a couple of coaching groups, guys, where I get to actually mingle and meet a lot of different entrepreneurs and business owners, and I'm going to have them all on. We're going to have AI experts. We're going to have bookkeeping experts. We're going to have marketing experts. We're going to have all kinds of stuff on the show. I'm very excited. We're going to have brokers, business brokers. So it's called Beyond the Claim, Success Redefined with Vince Perry. So get ready. I have not shared that. That's the first time that I share that. So I'm getting the sign together. I'm trying to see if I can buy the cabinets, stuff like that. We're going to have a nice, cool design in the back. I'm basically just putting it out in the universe because I got to get it done. And it's going to be very unique. It's going to be very, very cool. I think you guys are going to like the show. How are you doing, Mr. Pitbull Claim Adjusters? So Elvis is my first guinea pig here to really give it a shot on the crazy extreme diet that I've been on for the last 6 months or so. I think he said he's down like 8 pounds in like 4 days or something like that. So he's kicking butt. I'm very excited for Elvis. Good morning. Very excited for Elvis and the weight loss that he's going to have because the guy's jacked. Elvis is jacked. He's always been strong. He's always been like just freaking like a tank. But, at the same time, let's get shredded. It's time to get shredded. It's time to get ripped. And down to 10 pounds this morning. Hell yeah, Elvis. Good job, man. Good job. So, got to get that weight loss journey, guys. I've noticed a huge difference. I ran that 10K last week. I did not run a single freaking mile to prepare. And quite frankly, well, I ran my fastest time, and it's because I'm 25 pounds lighter. 25 pounds lighter. So, and I'm actually not done yet. I'm going to take my next DEXA scan on Tuesday. And now that I'm over this flu, I actually worked out yesterday. I went double time on the cardio. I did not eat very much, just a lot of protein. And today I'm doing the same thing. And my plan is to get down to that low 10%, maybe even high 9% body fat so I can start my own body recomp and start getting jacked because it's time. So All right. All right. So very exciting. Let's see what else we got here on the docket. Books that I'm reading now. Um, guys, who has boys? Like who has boys? Like kids? I got like a I got a what's the word I'm looking for? I got something that I have to admit. I feel like sometimes my child freaking hates me. Do you guys know about the five levels of love or something like that? Um, five levels of love, five, damn it, I don't have mine. Five languages of love. Five languages of love. All right. Do you guys know what that is? So you've got, let's see here. Basically, the five languages of love, if I could get them, is physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving, acts of service, and quality of time. Five languages of love. And basically, this goes for your spouse too. This goes for your kids. This goes for just human beings in general. Okay. And we each have one of those five that we tend to lean on the most. For some reason, for me, it's acts of service. Okay. But some people, physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving, acts of service, and quality time. I realize that my son is quality time and I'm always working. So honestly, literally the fact that I'm doing this live, I'm doing a disservice to my child because I was playing with him for the last 45 minutes, but I was doing that on purpose because I've got this thing going on where my son is just like he's so obsessed with mom and grandma and grandpa and like everyone else. He kind of like just I don't want to say that he hates my guts. Obviously, he doesn't. You see him here all the time. But man, he just not does not want to have anything to do with me. He's like, no, just get out of my life. It's pretty crazy. So I'm reading this book. Okay. It's called The Five Languages of Love for Children. Okay. Good. Well, Rich, Frank, thank you for understanding. Five Languages of Love of Children, and a fantastic book. Really, really fantastic book. I strongly recommend it by Gary Chapman and Ross Campbell. And just literally yesterday, I just started reading it yesterday. It's super easy read. And like I said, when I read books, guys, I don't just go start from beginning to end and I have to read the introduction and I have to do all that. I will start reading a book. And then once I decide to purchase it, I always get the sample first. Once I do decide to purchase it, I will continue to read until, okay, what do I want to get to? And once I realized that his language of love is quality time, I went straight to the quality time chapter and I started reading that. And I'll go back to it because there is a section in the book that I also want to read, but I'll be done with it in like a day. I'll be done with that book. And anyway, it's already taught me a lot. So I'm going to really try to go out of my way. And then there's also, they all still need all five. So physical touch, I'm pretty good at with him. Words of affirmation, I'm very good at with him. I try to make sure that I'm always constantly give him that great affirmation, something I didn't really have myself growing up. Gift giving, he gets too much of that already. And then acts of service and quality time. So do whatever I can to give him all five. But the quality time one is definitely one that he really, really needs because he wants it all the time from mom. He wants it all the time from grandpa. He wants it all the time. So he doesn't always want it from me, but I'm going to actually try to sit down. I'm always working. I'm always doing stuff. I realize I'm always on the phone. So it's something that I could definitely do better of just giving him my full attention. So as soon as we are done here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. Frank, you've been reading 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I read that one. Fantastic book. That's a very, very, very inspiring book. I love that book. Anything by Grant Cardone is actually really good. I got to give him credit. So great book. So that's what I'm reading now, The Five Languages of Love. I'm also reading by audio, The Singularity is Nearer. And then the last one that I'm reading now, I just started. I haven't actually started it, but it's there is a new book by the great marketing king. Oh my God, Seth Godin. It's about strategy. So it's a new Seth Godin book. New Seth Godin book is called This is Strategy. Okay. That guy's like the man. So I strongly recommend Seth Godin, This is Strategy. That's another one that I'm like playing with. What do you got, Vivian? Love language, physical act, service, gift. Yep, that's it. I have one boy, 14 years old. See, what I'm worried about is that he's like this now at 3 years old. And I was talking to somebody who's got an 8-year-old, and she's like, it's 100 times worse. And I'm like, God, not very encouraging. He's a great kid, though. Honestly, he's a great kid. He's a great kid when he's like with around other people and he plays well with other children and in school. Like the teachers just love him. He's like super chill and he's so obedient and all that. But then he comes to the house. He's like a fucking rager, dude. He's not a rager. He's not like a mean kid at all. He's just like, he's all over the place. But I'm sure everyone could relate to that. But yeah, that's my parenting situation that I got going on. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. But what else do we got going on? So those are the books that I'm reading right now. Basically, 3 or 4 books, taking them down one by one. Started to read a little bit of Joe Dispenza again. It's always good to get back on that meditation and making sure that we're focused and doing what we have to do. I'm excited for this week. I think it's going to be a very cool week. I'm supposed to be traveling to New York on Wednesday, but I don't think that's going to happen. We have a family member that's not doing so well, so I think we're going to have to stay in, which I kind of would rather. I'm not ready to travel because I missed the entire week. Man, going out with the flu and having to cancel every single all my weeks are set about a week or two before. So all these appointments that I had to cancel and reschedule, and then having to reschedule for a short week because I'm going to New York. So it would be nice if we ended up not going, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. I mean, basically, artificial intelligence. Let's go. Get on the train. Do not follow this channel. Do not watch my content. Do not download any of my stuff. Do not purchase a book. Do not do anything in regards to Vince Perry and Commercial Claims Advocate if you are not at least paying $20 a month for ChatGPT. So get on there now. If you're not, get out. I don't want anything to do with you. All right, guys, have a happy Sunday. Have a great Sunday. I'm going to cut it short on this one because I'm going to go spend some quality time with my child. Yes, it's time. Time for me to go ahead and do that. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you enjoyed the live. We'll be back next week, Sunday, 10 a.m. sharp. Let's go. Have a good one. See you later.